Well, because after a motion of censure and big scandals about a huge corruption case of the Rajoy government, and especially the finance of the funding of his party, Pedro Sanchez could build a majority in the parliament. And as you know, we are a parliamentarian and a democratic system, and we will have Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez with a minority government, but clearly progressive and pro-European, that fully respect our European commitments, and the mandate with a clear agenda against corruption, social sensitive, and put dialogue in the territorial crisis that we have.
But I'm just looking at the first big vote that comes up next as well, and I don't even know what that first big vote is. But in order to build consensus, you very often have to build a coalition, of course. And I note your very important points about democracy and about corruption as well. But as we've seen over in Italy as well, everyone wants a piece of the action if they're going to take part in government forming as well. Podemos and other parties which help oust Mariano Rajoy, they're going to want a slice of government, aren't they, sir?
Yeah, this is true, and this is probably like we don't have coalition culture in our governments. This is something that probably has to change in the future, but we will have a minority government. But I have to underline that the Rajoy government was clearly also a minority government. And then we will be in the same situation. It's true, and it's a fact that the new government will not have a huge room of maneuver, but we have clear consensus about some issues, like against corruption, and strengthen our social policies, or like restart the dialogue in our parliament and with the regions, and this will be the agenda to the end of the mandate.
Yeah, it's David Owen from Jefferies. I'm just very interested. I mean, at the moment, Spain carries on growing at almost 3% annualised a quarter. It's very, very different to Italy, which is obviously struggling still to grow at just over 1% annualised a quarter. But in terms of some of the fundamental drivers of growth over the longer term, Spain obviously still needs further reforms. What can you say in terms of the Spanish government now trying to improve Spain's longer-term growth prospects?
Yeah, well, our idea, or the idea of the new cabinet, we will know the new cabinet this week, but the stability and economic stability is something really important. This is one of the main points of the new Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez, the economic stability, and to protect the recovery that it was clear the last 3 years. But at the same time, and this is one of the main points, we need to fight against inequalities. For example, today we know that we will have a High Commissioner against child poverty, and we will have this on the agenda. But at the same time, we will respect and protect our recovery, but our recovery to everybody. And this is one of the main ideas of the new cabinet.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.